Hello everyone, welcome back. I'm Gaming Quitte, the most delicious Quitte of them all. Today I am joined by my buddy Lerart. Hello Lerart.
Hey, I am here.
And we are going to talk about the new Gala Dragalia banner that has been announced today. It features a new Gala Dragon and one new adventurer. And I'm very excited for both.
Yeah.
So I guess we will take a look at the Gala Dragon first, or do you want to talk about the adventurer first?
Let's talk about the adventure first, since dragons are like easier to talk generally.
Okay, yeah, that's a good idea. So the adventurer that we're going to talk about is Lapis. You guys probably know her if you have played the new event, the Phantom's Ransom event, I think was it called?
Yeah, I'm not sure either.
Yeah, something like that. And she's a phantom thief, which is not inspired by Persona. It's a common trope. And she is a water mana caster. She's our first water mana caster unit that we get with the what was it? There's three different
Rapid
modes.
fire, something like that.
Yeah, with the rapid fire. She's a rapid fire mana caster. Like there's three different modes, and I think she's the
I think
first.
it's rapid fire. Yeah.
Yeah. It's like Ilya and Joe also rapid fire? I don't think so, right?
No, they were the first one, the blue one.
Yeah, exactly. So it's actually our first rapid fire unit, and I think I'm going to just read her skills real quick and her abilities, and then we will talk about her in general. So her first skill is called Fantastic Flight. It's her shareable skill with a skill cost of 5. I mean, the skill points cost of 5. And she deals water damage to the target and nearby enemies and dispels one buff from each of them, which is interesting that it's called like that, like explained like that, but okay. Her second skill is Graceful Bullet. It deals water damage to enemies directly ahead. The more buffs the user has, the higher the skill boost received and the higher the damage dealt, up to an additional 80%. Stronger bullets will grant a greater damage increase than other buffs. We're going to talk about that in a second. Her core ability is Gauge Accelerator plus 20, just like mana casters usually have. And her chain co ability is above 10 hits equals Flame Res plus 10% for water units. And the interesting part are her abilities. Her first ability is called Modus Operandi. Dispelling an enemy buff or barrier lowers that enemy's water resistance by 5% for 30 seconds and grants the user one stack of Stronger Bullets. This resistance reduction will not stack. Stronger Bullets increases the user's critical rate by 4% and can stack up to 3 times. The effects of Stronger Bullets will be removed upon using Graceful Bullet. She's a stun resistant unit, and her third ability is called Blossoming Rose. Blossoming Rose. It grants the user one stack of Stronger Bullets for every 30 hit combo. This buff increases the user's critical rate by 4% and can stack up to 3 times. The effects of Stronger Bullets will be removed upon using Graceful Bullet. So, what are your first impressions of Lapis?
She looks really solid, but like, of course, I think she's one of those cases which happens pretty often, like, because sometimes you can know for sure a unit is good just by looking at the skills, right? Just like we knew Tobias was gonna be good, or I don't know,
Grace.
When Templar Hope got better, we already knew. Grace is a good example.
Glaze is also a good example.
Glaze. But some characters, you actually have no idea how good they are until we get the damage mods. But like, I don't know, I don't think they'll make her bad because like 2.0, right? And she can dispel, which is amazing because Aya and Otoha, like, they can buff themselves pretty often, and yes, you can dispel it pretty easily just by applying an infliction. But true, sometimes, you know, pubs are not the most reliable thing.
Yes. So
they're often not gonna bring freeze or stun, and they're often gonna like take the butterfly. So don't I don't know. Having a dispel is nice, and it's on the skill 1 too, so that's good, and it's shareable. What I think it's weird, it's that she doesn't apply the, what's the name? It's Shadow
Buster or something like that from the new Wormprint, yeah.
Yeah. I was like really sure that she would apply it. Maybe Karina on the future banner. I don't know.
Probably.
But yeah, like as we can see, like she can crit a lot. Just like Ilya, not as much as Ilya, right? But she can crit a lot. She probably has like good damage, right? Because both of her abilities are offensive, and I'm guessing stronger bullets it's just like, I don't know. But she can drop water resistance, which is amazing. That is actually
amazing.
Like,
yeah.
crazy good. Yeah. It doesn't stack, so it will stay at 5%. Even with multiple lapis, in theory. But like 5% water resistance is a lot, right? For at least for a debuff.
Yes.
So like, even if her damage is not that amazing, which I doubt will be the case, I'm pretty sure she'll be like at the top for personal DPS. She can like be a good support unit by providing the water resistance down. So pretty sure she'll be solid, but I don't know. I feel like the other top tier units are like have so much utility that I don't know. She's good though. Like she's solid, not as flexible and how do I say it? Like she can't do a lot of things like the other top tiers do, like, right? She can't apply any affliction by herself. Only with skill share, which is not the most reliable thing. She can debuff, which is nice, but like she can't. No afflictions. It wouldn't be that big of a deal if it wasn't on water, because the twins are so like affliction heavy and focused that I feel like not having an affliction in water is really like big. So I don't know, like probably good damage and that's it, right? That's what I'm assuming.
Yes. What I think about her is, first off, Summer Cleo, definitely the Summer Cleo skill would probably be amazing on her because of what her second skill does. And I feel like the stronger bullet thing will be... You will have it up very, very fast, because like in the first phase of Ayaha and Otoha, you have two enemies which in the best case are grouped up, so you can get a high combo very quickly. So I feel like So I feel like 30 hits doesn't sound too bad. So it won't take long with the mana caster unit. So this means that you can have the stronger bullets effect up very quickly, in theory.
Yeah.
And then just blast your second skill very quickly. So that sounds very interesting for me, and it could help defeat the first phase of the twins faster if it hits like a truck, and I really hope it does, because this is I love skills where you do stuff to build up the strength. That's why I really like Chrome, for example. That's why I want Kefrim, and I love this. Just because I like to see big numbers. And like this, with an additional 80% and stronger bullets will do even more damage. That sounds crazy. That sounds absolutely crazy. Pair that with some nice buffs, like with the Summer Cleo buff, for example, or some nice double buffs from someone on the team. So I'm very excited for this. It sounds really cool. And like I said,
also,
this spell is cool, and yeah.
Yeah, this spell is amazing, but like, as I mentioned, by like wrapping up the combo really fast, Ilya, I mean, she has the roll thing, right? Which like really stacks the combo really fast. But even like Joe can get a combo count pretty high, like pretty fast. So but they're not rapid fire, so I'm assuming Lapis is gonna be even faster, right?
Yeah, probably.
That's what I'm assuming. So
It
that's
also
also a thing.
says that rapid fire units have a strong force strike. Like literally says, they're ideal for attacking foes at mid range, and their force strikes are especially powerful. So I wonder if she has a different force strike that maybe does even more hits. So very excited to see what she does.
Yeah, yeah, I'm very excited because like it's like it's a new weapon, right? We have only seen 2 units and they were the same modes. They had the same modes. Lapis is like a new mode, with cool, like a not new kit, but it's unique in its way, right?
Mhm.
Rapid bullets, like I don't, sorry, stronger bullets. Is I don't know. I'm really curious. Like I'm summoning though. Like if that's the question.
Yeah, that was I was about to ask, but so you are going to summon?
Yeah.
How much will you summon? Will you go deep?
I'm thinking max. My max is gonna be 1 spark.
Oh, that much?
So,
You would actually spark
yeah.
for her?
Uh,
Is it because of her kit or because of her kit? If you know what I mean.
I'm talking more about the banner, right?
Oh, okay. You mean? Oh, yeah. All right. I remember. Okay.
Yeah. If she turns out to be like really, really good, yeah, I would spark her. But you know, spoilers.
There's something else very interesting.
Yeah.
I'm just gonna answer. Maybe I don't know. I'm gonna use the free summons that we get.
Yeah.
That were also extended. And I told myself that I don't really need her and I don't really want her because there is Christmas coming up and New Year's and Valentine's Day after that, and I need to be very, very careful with my resources.
Especially
But-
because they reduced the rewards now.
Apparently, yeah, I guess that's also something they did, but I do want her. I want her. She's not limited, so I guess that makes me not having. It's difficult. I really don't know. Maybe, I know myself. So if I have a high pity or something like that at the end of the gala, I will probably summon. Like in almost every video when I said, I'm not going to summon, I'm not going to use any Wormite. Oh, I did it. So, everyone who's been following the channel for now probably knows that I will.
We all know that the summoning video is coming.
Yeah, I'm going to record my free summons, but maybe there will be a real summon session in there too.
I think I don't know if you remember this, but once I sent you a text saying I can't believe like how bad how you can get away with your terrible Wormite management. It's actually insane.
I have no idea either. Like my management is awful. Like I remember that at some point, Orthodox and we had like kind of almost similar amount of Wormite, and then I just did my summons and blah blah blah. And at some point he was like, "Oh yeah, I'm at almost 90k." I'm like, "What? Why?
Yeah.
You have all
From
of the
the,
quality
like-
units. Why?"
From the gang, like me, you, Glaze, and Orthodox, I am by far I think the best at managing my Wormite.
Yeah. How much do you have
And-
right now?
82k.
Oh dang.
Yeah. And I sparked on Midgard 0, so
Oh.
I have a lot of Wormite.
Dang.
Ortho has like 60k and Glaze doesn't have a lot. I think it's like 15k.
Oh, okay.
But yeah.
Anyways.
Anyways.
Oops, sorry. Boop the mic.
Gala Reborn Poseidon.
Yes. Let's talk about Gala Reborn Poseidon. Spoiler, I guess, for was it in the new chapter?
Yeah.
Yeah, chapter 16. So
Chapter 16, yeah.
So yeah, read that the chapter. It's cool. So it's Gala Reborn Poseidon. He's a 5-star water dragon. His skill is Atlantean Flood. Atlantean Flood. Is it? Atlantean Flood.
Atlantean, I think. Like
Atlant-
Atlantis? I'm not sure.
Yeah, probably Atlantean Flood. Yeah, it's a flood, so he just floods the everyone. It deals water damage to the target and nearby enemies. If the user is targeting an enemy and not using a skill when their remaining shapeshift time runs out, this skill will be used automatically, regardless of whether or not the skill gauge is filled. His abilities are, he has 2. Water strength plus 70%. If the user is attuned to water, increases strength by 70%. And his second skill ability is Fury of the Seas. If the user is attuned to water, it adds 30% to the modifier applied to damage against flame-attuned enemies for 45 seconds every time the dragon gauge fills by 10%. This increase will not stack, and after activating, this ability will not activate again for 5 seconds. So this seems like, he seems pretty strong.
Yeah.
He seems pretty freaking good. His attack skill is very interesting. So, what I understand from this is that you can just use the skill, and then just be careful that you are actually targeting an enemy, and then it will just be used again, right? Like this is what it sounds like.
Yeah, when the shapeshift ends, you're gonna use the skill.
Yeah, that's
regardless if you've already used the skill or not.
Yeah, that is pretty.
So like you should always use your skill with this dragon.
Absolutely, yes.
As soon as possible.
And this seems like a perfect fit for characters like Zainfried, you know?
Yeah, and so like because of the second ability, right?
Yeah, exactly.
Like every time, so like Gala Mim skill is gonna be amazing if you use this dragon.
Absolutely, yes.
Zainfried can charge the dragon gauge pretty fast. The only thing, right, that I don't know if you've cleared Master Ayaha and Otoha with a Zainfried using Gabne and Krabne.
Nope.
But it's actually like crazy like it's unbelievable how fast it charges a dragon, right? I'm not kidding.
You can get a lot of dragon gauge, yeah.
No joke, every like 30 seconds he would shapeshift and put the buff zone, right? No stop. So here's the thing. It seems amazing for characters like Zainfried, but I think Gabne and Krabne is just like too good, right?
Yes.
So yeah, maybe Zainfried will have better personal damage with Gala Poseidon, but just the sheer amount of support he can bring with Gabne and Krabne, I think it's actually insane how much he can like help the team charging like the skill non-stop. It's kind of like less boost but better, right?
oh crap.
Yeah, it's actually insane.
I didn't know that. Yeah,
I had my skills charge all the time.
Oh, that is
that
amazing.
Zainfried carried me so hard. So while this it is a good dragon, like
Absolutely,
no doubt,
yeah.
it's 70% strength already makes it better than Leviathan and every other strength dragon, besides Gabne and Krabne. And the 30% modifier to flame characters, flame enemies, right? It's crazy. It's 45 seconds. That's a lot of time. The cooldown is 5 seconds. So in theory, you can get like just insane amount of modifiers. That being said, you're not really activating it every 5 seconds, unless you're unless you're Zainfried, and that still would be like more like 7 seconds, which is amazing still, right?
It doesn't stack though, so you can't get.
Oh yeah, it doesn't stack. That's right.
You
okay.
can't stack
yeah.
it. So yeah, I was just about to say, like in theory that would be cool, but it does not stack at all.
Oh yeah,
that would have been extremely busted. Like
yeah,
imagine that like you could just probably melt an enemy with that. But yeah, that's sadly not possible.
Yeah, my bad. I didn't read this last part, but still, it's pretty good. Like 30%, that's a lot.
Yeah. So if you're going for personal DPS, this dragon is amazing.
It's just the best.
Yeah, it's just absolutely bonkers.
Yeah, and I'm assuming, right, that the dragon skill is really strong. So yeah, but I don't know. Like I just feel like Gabne Krabne is just they're really overtuned. I
They're
think they
really
went
good, yes.
overboard with that dragon.
Yeah, I feel like sometimes, as it's just normal in gacha games, I feel like sometimes if they don't. I mean, I don't want to say that they don't think about how bad things could be with the stuff they release. They're just like, hey, this is cool, so they can charge their skills faster. Let's do this. And
Yeah.
probably in playtesting, they see, oh, it's a cool dragon. This is a cool and fun mechanic, but sometimes they don't see how crazy it can be. Just like with Mitsuba and Marth, like these. Nope. I'm almost sure nobody in the developer team thought of all these combinations to be possible.
Especially with Skillshare, right?
Yes.
Because like I think the most busted thing about Gabne Krabne is the dragon skill. That is just crazy. Like,
yeah.
Charging the entire team skills, all of the 4 skills, every shapeshift, that is just crazy, right?
Yes, absolutely.
So that's like charging 4 skills for every character, every shapeshift. So that's why, like, I think Gabne Krabne Zainfried is just maybe the best character in this game. In water. He can't cheese like Arena, but like on a vacuum, right? He's just insane. That being said, like I don't know, Gala Poseidon is more personal damage. So it's gonna be better for characters like Gala Cerise, I don't know, like maybe Summer Ciliera or
You meant Hunter Cerise, right?
Yeah.
I was like, what? Gala Cerise? Yeah, I think you said Gala. But yeah, okay.
Cerise. Yeah.
Okay.
Or maybe I don't know, like those really personal, selfish damage characters. Poseidon's gonna be better for those.
I wonder if you slap it on Karina, the cheese will become even stronger.
Probably if you use like 2 Gabnes and 2 Poseidons.
Yeah, like up until now it was 2 Sirens and 2 Gabne. But
or 4 Krabne, that also works.
Yeah. So I wonder if that could make it even stronger. I mean, probably. Because it's another buff, and also it's a buff that increases damage by 30%. So that sounds pretty That sounds pretty cool.
Yeah. I don't know. Like, I might be wrong, but I think I might be wrong. I think that 30% is kind of like how Peony's Coab works. So instead of increasing by 30%, it's gonna increase like from 1.5 to 1.8.
Yeah.
And that's still like a really good buff, but it's not as big as it seems because, for example, Peony is at 20%, but like it's a 20% modifier increase, which results in a 13% overall damage increase, right? So that would be I'm bad at math.
Yeah, you already lost me.
Yeah, but anyways, it's really good, but like not as good as it seems. It's still amazing. It's just that like it's not as busted as it seems. If I'm not mistaken, right? I might be wrong.
You're never wrong. Like our history in making these videos is perfect. We have never made a mistake.
Oh yeah, I never said like something wrong about Galazina or Pinon. Or...
Yeah, exactly.
Remember when? Yeah, I said Pinon was bad, right? From the beginning.
Yeah, and she is bad if you don't know how to play her. That's easy. So
yeah, I didn't say she was better. She would like. I thought she was a better Hunter Cerise. I never said that.
Yeah. So you're going to summon for Poseidon, right?
Yeah, because while I think Gabne Krabne is a overall better dragon, which again I might be wrong, but I think Gabne Krabne is overall better dragon. Gala dragons are just future proof and generally good to have. What if something happens in the future and they discover some like weird interaction with a character in a worm print, and Gala Poseidon is just like crazy good, right?
Yeah.
So I'm gonna summon because I think Gala dragons are always worth summoning on, regardless of like how good they are. They're never a bad dragon. They are like at worst the second best dragon in their element.
Yeah, usually there's some examples where they are not the best dragon on a character, but usually they are. Like, for example, with Durand. Like, he does not want a cat thief. Cat chief.
Yeah, or Thor. It's not the best dragon for every character either.
Yes. So
in fact, Daikokuten is generally the best dragon.
Which is crazy.
Some exceptions. Yeah, Daikokuten is just crazy. But yeah, I don't know. Gala Poseidon, I think Gebne and Krebne is better, but maybe they aren't. Maybe it will be like 50-50 depending on the character, which I'm guessing it's gonna be the case. You like if you check the sim, it's gonna be like half of the characters are gonna be using Gebne and Krebne, and the other half is gonna be using Gala Poseidon. But yeah, I might build Zainfried just for that.
That's a good idea. Yeah, I've never built him, but I kind of want to, because he's a cool character, and I don't think I have a Waterlands unit built. I mean, I do have Ellie built. Yeah, I have a build, but I didn't 70 MC her yet. Maybe I will do that someday. But yeah, I don't think I have any Waterlandses. I don't have Catherine, so. Are there any else? Is there anyone else interesting?
I mean, there are 3 stars, I think.
Sally, Ciel.
No, Fjorm.
Fjorm. Oh yeah, I have Fjorm. I don't have her 70 MC though. I don't even have her 40. I think. Wait, there's called Sibella, right? Sibella was
and Jacob. Yeah.
And Jacob, yeah. So there's not a lot of lenses. Yeah, you're right. We need a new water lens. It's time, games. But yeah, it's kind of the same like with Lapis. I guess I would prefer having Poseidon with my free summons than Lapis, because she's not limited. The Poseidon kinda is. So I guess if I can't pick him up with my free summons, I will probably summon for him rather than for Lapis. And I wouldn't mind picking up a Lapis on the way. So that would be cool.
Mm-hmm.
So yeah, I'm gonna summon. And I think it's generally a good idea to summon for Gala Dragons. As you already said, there are no bad ones, and it's a good idea to have them. And so yeah, guys, go for it. If you don't pick them up with the free summons.
I also think this is gonna it's gonna take a while until we get a wind Gala Dragon. That's my theory at least. And that's why I summoned for Midgard Zero.
Yeah,
but
right.
Anyways,
they kind of skipped that.
Yeah. I think we're not getting a Gala Wind Dragon for a while, so I don't know. Getting the again, I'm not sure of anything, but that's what I think. And I think getting the Gala Dragon, it's kind of like the last Gala Dragon we're gonna get focused on for a while, if I'm not mistaken. I might be wrong. We don't know anything for sure. It's just a theory of mine, right? No one said anything. It's just my theory. So, because of
but hey,
I don't know.
That's just a theory. A Lerart theory.
I don't know. I'm just spitting words at this point. I'm summoning. I don't think it's for example, I think Mars is a must-have, right? Mars is just crazy good.
Absolutely, yes, I agree, 100%.
Cat is like the second best Gala Dragon. Thor is probably the least important from the Gala Dragons we have right now. And I think Gala Poseidon is gonna be either the second most important or the third most important. It's gonna be more important than Thor, in my opinion.
Yeah, but don't forget that Thor is only semi-limited, while Daikokuten is very limited.
Yeah.
So it's easier in I put these in quotation marks, is easier to get Thor than Daikokuten.
Yeah, but yeah, it looks like a really, really, really good dragon. I just don't know if he can compete with Gebne and Krabne, because Gebne and Krabne is just that busted.
Yeah, I mean it's good to have both. I think to be flexible.
Yeah, for sure. If you have both, that's just
I only got the bunnies recently. They're still sitting at 0 unbinds because
Same.
and let me leak this, like the stupid things I do. I wanted to make a video about the new unit that we got recently. I'm not gonna say who or what it was because of spoiler reasons for chapter 16, and I wanted to make a video on it. And I was like, I could use an Azazel. What should I do? Oh, right, I should use my stones to unbind him. And then I did. And immediately after I did it, I was like, I'm so stupid. Why did I use my stones to unbind him?
Yeah, Quitte, sorry, but
that was stupid. I know.
Really
that was
stupid.
extremely stupid. Like, the thing is, it was in the morning. I was still tired, but I was like, oh yeah, let's just, I just don't do it. And I hate myself for that. That was so stupid. Don't be like me. Don't use your stones on non-Gala dragons. I was like, absolutely.
No, like
stupid.
Stones. There are some non-Gala dragons that are worth spending stones, but there are so few exceptions for this case, which is, in my opinion, Daikokuten, Gebne and Krabne, because it's just that broken of a dragon.
And Azazel, right? Because he's good on Grace. Don't be mean to me.
And even Gebne and Krabne, they're probably gonna be like farmable with dragon essences in the near future.
La la la, I can't hear you.
Same with Azazel, right?
Yeah, probably.
Don't do that, please. I'm like,
can you
Quitte,
can you travel to the past?
don't you run a Dragalia channel? Aren't you an in-game player? Haven't you been playing this game for more than a year?
Listen, Lerart, listen. Just because I run a YouTube channel and I have been playing for quite some time, that does not mean that I'm good. You're very stupid.
Don't you have like end-game weapons and end-game like everything?
Yeah.
Maxed out facilities and everything.
Yes.
You have a good amount of experience with this game, Quitte.
Like, but
what are you doing?
You said yourself, my management with Vermite is very bad. And does it really surprise you that my management with stones is also bad?
It actually, oh my god, Quitte, that actually, for a single video, for that unit?
I mean,
are you serious?
I can use Azazel on
Grace
I
guess.
now.
I guess. Okay,
that
like
makes
if you
my
really
auto
like
runs
that,
better.
oh my god, dude.
It does make my auto runs easier.
You know what's even sadder?
I didn't even want to talk about this to anyone, but now I did.
You know what's even
record,
sadder?
No.
Azazel is not even the best dragon for her.
What, for the unit, or do you mean Craze?
No, for the unit.
Okay. I mean,
like
yes,
in the sim, it shows that as Azazel being the optimal, but that's because buffs are unrealistic on the simulator.
Yeah, I mean, I didn't even look at the sim back then because it wasn't out at that point.
Oh my god, Quitte.
It was just like, oh, Azazel is cool. He's my emo boy, and I could also use him on Craze. So I'm just gonna.
I'm actually heated.
No. Let's not talk about my embarrassing decisions anymore.
Yeah, guys, the video is finishing here.
Yeah, I guess this should be it. I'm just gonna cut all of this out. No, I won't. Okay. So now that I've proven that I'm a human embarrassment to the Dragalia Lost community, I want to thank you all for watching this.
Oh my my god.
I hope your summons go well. Remember, there are some free summons, so use them before you dip into your Wormite. I know I shouldn't be talking about management resourcement management, but okay. I probably lost all of my what's it called? Credibility.
Yeah.
After this one.
Like, okay, so let me say one thing before the video ends, right?
Okay.
If you really like the unit and you really want to maximize it, go ahead, right? There's nothing wrong with that. That's your account. That's your resources. But I want to make it like really, really clear that this is not a good decision. Even if you really want to maximize this character, because Azazel is probably every non-limited dragon is probably gonna be farmable eventually on the story, on the campaign.
That's
so you can always mob your dragons, non-limited dragons, and stones like Dragonstone, Sunlight Stones are not something easy to come by, right?
Yes, I know.
They're a really rare resource. So use Quitte as an example of you should not do.
Yes.
Please.
I'm going to be the example of how not. That was my plan all along. I only told the story so people can be like, I will not be like Quitte. I never did this for reals. It was all a joke.
Yeah, sure. Follow me on Twitter.
yeah, exactly. Thank you guys so much for watching, and follow Lerart on Twitter. I leave a link in the description below. He posts nudes every day, and that's really nice.
I actually don't
No,
do that to your viewers.
No, he does not. He doesn't. Thank you, Lerart, for being here with me again. It's fun
for
as always,
and inviting me.
You kind of invited yourself, but all right, yeah, sure.
Yeah.
No, he does not. I always ask him because I love having him here. If you guys see my last video, I don't even remember which one it was. Where did I say that? That I always love to do it with you. So,
thank you. I always love showing up on people's channels.
Yes. So thank you for that. For real, so thank you for being here. And now that we have been cheesy for almost a minute, I think we are going to end the video now. Any last words?
Yeah.
All right, thank you guys for watching. I will see you guys in the next video without the Lerart. Bye.